Hey, welcome back, everybody. And it's Ty, and I'm in the basement right now, and it is complete chaos. So I'm standing near the walls here where I'm going to switch the camera around here if I can. Okay, complete chaos. But what I've been doing is did some spray foam insulation in the basement, so all along the end joists, um, I've done spray foam. It's a little chaotic in a couple of places to add on to that, but this is right where I started foaming at, and I used this kit right here. This is by DAP. It's Touch and Foam Professional, and you have this gun here, and inside here are like two looks like helium tanks, but they're not helium tanks. They're filled with the two parts of the spray foam insulation, and it comes with a bunch of tips. These are the wide. Whoops, sorry. These are the wide spray tips here, and basically it goes on the end here, and you spray foam between everything. But you have to have the temperatures right for doing this. The chemicals have to be 70 degrees, the surface has to be 60, and the air has to be at least 60 degrees as well. So it was warmer earlier this week. It was like 50 degrees out on Tuesday. So I took the day off from work, and I did the spray foaming. I had done a spot earlier, and I had a video of me doing it on YouTube, but I was using the smaller kit just as a test. And there's a couple spots I missed. I need to get up in there a little bit. So, boy, I'm kind of sniffly. Hold on. So I picked another small kit up to just kind of hit those spots that I missed while I was doing this, because when you're doing it, if you take more than like a few seconds, like 30, I guess they say 30 seconds, but it felt like a lot shorter between spraying, the tip will clog. And so you have to move really quickly as you're doing this if you want to get all the way around, because it only had four straight tips with it. So I was doing this as quickly as possible. So a couple spots I missed or didn't do as well as I would have liked, but I made it all the way around. Here's all the just where the games are, obviously. So there's a couple spots like here I did well. There it's a little thin. I want to put a little bit more in there, and then here I kind of didn't get it up in that crack up in there. You can see. But that's the upstairs more than it is downstairs, and it's thin there, and then it gets a little thicker, and then here's where I try using some of that DuPont, what is it, the good stuff on the wall part. So I was filling it in over top of that stuff, and that's fine. It's a little ugly looking, but it's sealed well. And then here is where I did it with the smaller kit months ago, and I put it on a little thick here. I mean, it's not hurting to have it thicker there. It's just that I kind of wasted it there. But yeah, so, and then here, I actually did it over top of this mechanical bar game while I was doing it. And then, see, like, it's all chaos. Everything is in the middle down here. It's nuts. Let's see, is there anything live chat? Nothing yet. Yeah. Okay, so, like, getting up in here, spraying up in there, and then you got like the ductwork going around. So yeah, and there's a couple spots like there's like some cobwebs up in here, and I kind of sprayed the cobwebs, which is not great, but not the end of the world. At least I got it insulated. So like here, I'm like crawling behind all these games, and I had put some you know foam core up here in this area originally, because it was all that insulation between the joists in the basement, and I didn't like how that was. Um, so I pulled most of it is out of the house now, as I was doing after did prep for this. So there's really almost no bad insulation like here. I mean, it's just chaos. It's complete chaos. I made a complete wreck down here. Anybody want a PlayStation 4 kiosk? Yep, there's crap everywhere. And not only did I have to move stuff for the insulation, but I also had to move stuff because my furnace was not working right. Yeah, so just want to kind of do a little quick video here, but so there's a lot of stuff. But here you can see, here's some of this bad insulation here, and I haven't pulled every bit of it out. There's still some spots where it has it, but most of it's gone. There's less left There's like almost none left of it here. Um, so let's see, live chat. Okay, nobody's chatting. That's fine. Um, but when I first built the house, over by my furnace, there's the power vent chimney that comes in, and I was having field mice come in through that in the fall every year, and they would be putting seeds up in this bad insulation, and I had poison in the house, in the basement, because I didn't want them getting in the rest of the house, and it was doing a good job of keeping them out, or keeping them from getting into things in the house, but they would die down here, and sometimes they would die up inside this insulation. So but I've since sealed that off. As a matter of fact, there's a YouTube video how I did that, if you guys want to see that. But it's been, I don't know, 5+ years and no mice in the house, so that's good. And but you know, if there's still, like, as I was pulling this stuff out, there's still some dead mice in a few spots, so that kind of sucked, you know. And then they're pooping up there too, so you know, getting all that stuff out really is good. And I don't like that stuff; it's gross, just in general. I hate that stuff. So that's all pulled out. I mean, if I did what I really wanted to do, the entire ceiling would be spray foamed as well. So I would, you know, this would extend down the joists. But this kit here was $360 just to do this. But I found that the temperature in the basement has gone up 10 degrees since I've done it, even after taking out the bat. So like this time of year, the basement would be like 55 degrees or so, and now it's running, you know, 65 or so, depending on the upstairs temperature. But there's no heat vents down here. It's just basically the only heat that it's getting from is just the ductwork, you know, the radiation of the heat from the ductwork here, like just right here. And actually, I think that might be a cold air return. Yes, that's the cold air. So, but the, like, here's the hot air, and the furnace just kicked on, so it's not going to be like really warm. Yeah, it's just kicked on. So yeah, so I had fixed my furnace the other day too, and this is chaos too. Everything is chaos. So the I had changed a bunch of things on the furnace, and the thing that ended up fixing it, and I tested it, was the coil, the ignition coil had gone bad. Now where's the old one? Here's a Outrun steering wheel. I actually have the Ferrari emblem too, or whatever the emblem is. It's not a Ferrari. But maybe, did I bring it? No. Oh, here it is. It's in this bag. Yeah, so here's the ignition coil here. And this one gone bad. And I didn't think it would have gone bad, but it did, because I mean, it's only 2 years I've had this thing. The previous one had lasted from 2005 to 2017. I guess they just don't make them like they used to. There we go. There's the ignition coil. This one here, basically I did is I just hooked it up to 110 volts. First I tested it in the furnace, and I wasn't getting a spark at all. And basically what you do is just put some alligator clips on it like this. Another one here. You get it to like where it's like about an 1/8 inch between them, like that. And then if you apply just 120, 110 volts to this, you should get a spark between those. And there was no spark. It was just humming a little bit. So yeah, that sucks, but I got it fixed. But it was like $60 for a new one. So I just wanted to do a quick video because it is absolute, it's a wreck down here. And so it's fun to do a video of the complete mess, and then do a video after it's cleaned up. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching on this Saturday morning, and I'm surprised you did watch. So have a nice day. I'm going to be cleaning down here today. When we go into the dump, I'm taking a lot of this stuff and just, you know, tossing it. So I got to get going on that. So have a good Saturday morning.